Okay, so this is the second time that it has happened where my phone dies completely in the middle of my live. But it's my fault because I could have charged it at any point in a given time. But the whole live that I just had with Tony, and he should be coming back on soon, the whole live I had for the 2 hours we were talking is just gone because I let my phone get to 1% and then it just died. And I could have got up. And we recorded it. But yeah. Yeah, so I was saying my phone died, and the whole time we were talking, I got alerts at 20% and at 10%, but I could have got up and it was literally right there. So it literally died right when you were telling me the story. So, so like the whole video that we were talking about, is gone. So,
Oh, dang.
yeah, and that's the second time. That's the second time it happened, and my phone died the other time too. So, to save face, instead of talking about everything we talked about for 2 hours, and I'm so upset because that was such a great conversation. I can probably finesse some way to try to find it find it later. But in the meantime, between time, it's got to do the whole like very very short version again. So. Oh, it's so annoying. Next time, I'm just going to just bring my charger with me. And the funny thing is, I set my phone to let me know my phone's dying, but I just didn't feel like getting up. So that's on me. But
Sure.
So for the viewers, again, you just at least do like a short version of your name, where to find you, your business, and all that fun stuff that we just talked about for 2 hours. But like in like a 20-minute session.
Cool. Let me wrap it up. Okay.
Oh boy.
His name is Anthony Pinero, or everyone normally just calls me Tony, the owner of Samurai Designs LLC. A small graphic design company, and I also have an online store as well where you can get merch, on there. Shameless plug. I didn't do that last time, but I'm doing it now. And yeah, Samurai Designs. Long story short, is a trying to wrap it up.
No, I don't mean wrap it up like make it quick. It's just okay. I'm gonna let you talk, and then I'm gonna talk, and then we're gonna figure this out because this is the second time it happened. And the girl who I had on last time was like, "Really, Lana?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. This is when you do stuff and you don't have assistants. I do all this stuff myself, but it's all right. We'll figure it
out." Yeah. Well. So yeah, with Samurai Designs, just outside of just the business aspect of everything, we we give back to the creative community. That's probably one of the biggest things that I do, and then we also give up and coming artists an opportunity to work with us so that they can get a foot in the door in the industry wherever they want to be. So that's just a little bit of Samurai Designs and what we do are there. And yeah, so all right, so yeah, I think that's like the small gist.
That was the gist of it. Okay, so you said you love video games, you love anime. I like anime. I recommended Demon Slayer. I recommended a bunch of other shows and more shows. And what else did we talk about? Oh my God, that was like a 2-hour conversation. I don't even.
That was great. It was great. So I'm gonna use my long memory power here that I have, or really great memory power. So we talked about top 3 movies that we, or top 3 genres of movies that we liked. I said I like action, adventure, romance. Yes. I like rom-coms, but except I don't. Not all of them. Just certain really good ones, especially like cult classics. And I also like horror films, but not gory films, more like horror, alien, like creature films, creature/monster films, is some of the, horror films that I like. We talked about, just the type of music, I said, you should probably listen to New Jabez and MF Doom.
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Wins over, some of the, just our backgrounds. You're telling me you know, about your background with music and things of that nature, and how you kind of got into it. You know, how your dad kind of got you into, or he was the catalyst for how you got into DJing as well.
Yes, you're remembering everything because I can't.
Yeah, telling you, this is a super, like, it's funny, just sidebar. My ex, like, literally had, like, bad memories. She can literally go to sleep, wake up the next day, and she'll remember, like, most things. As long as it's emotionally impacted, she'll remember it. But other than that, she doesn't remember, like, if we had a conversation like this, she won't remember it.
Oh my God, it sounds like me. It's very bad.
But I remember it.
You forget. You remember everything. Okay, you one of those. Okay.
Yeah, and so, and yeah, and then we talked about just our zodiac signs for a little bit. I talked about just the, you know, the mature and immature sides of, you know, of the sign, about the Leo side, and then me being a Cancer Leo born on the 1st. We went over the concept of understanding why certain people are the way that they are in relationships based upon their background. Like, it's their background. It's not an excuse, but it does play a part of that, because where you come from, you know, makes a difference.
But with that being said, that's what I wanted to say. With that being said, there comes a point, like, yes, everybody has different backgrounds and issues, but, like, how long will you take? Not okay, because for me, I'm one of those people who will, like, fight for everything and fight and blah 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 and go for it, and oh my gosh. But it gets to the point where, like, how much, like, are you willing to endure? Yes, the person's going to something, but, like, you're also having to deal with your stuff and their stuff as well too. I mean, granted, like, it was like mental issue. That's a whole different subject. But if it's just being like a dick for no reason because they see a rile out of you, then what's the point? But if they have like severe issues, okay. But like, we gotta like find some middle ground, because I can't just keep giving, you know, all this energy, because like, it's a relationship or like a therapy session. Like, I need to know.
It's sad. It's sad because most of it winds up becoming that way. Like, between me and my ex, it was like that. It was like therapy for me, but then she was always like trying to be tough for no reason, but she went through stuff growing up that made her have to be tough, you know, so it kind of messed her. So she's always looking at me like, you're emotional, and I'm just like, what? I'm just being myself. What do you mean? Like, don't start doing that men, you need to be a man bullshit, because you were never on that. Like, that's that toxic masculinity bullshit. Like, I don't always cry or always have, but when I'm feeling something, it's like, I need to talk about it. Like, that's what I need to do. But to kind of put the short version on it, like I said before, you don't use it as a crutch, or you can't use it as how can I say? Think like your past should not dictate who you are, but there's a lot of people who aren't aware of themselves, and sometimes either people will become aware or they never become aware at all.
Yeah.
And they normally don't want to hear from someone else. For me, I was very aware of my ex and like her past, and I can see how all the things she's went through has made her who she is, and why we probably get into it a little bit. But I don't think she realizes it. You know, she may realize some aspects, but she doesn't realize, well, the reason why you don't like authoritarian things or whatever, which she's told me, but you don't realize how deep that was, like you not having your father in your life, how deep that was for you. If you had your father growing up early on, it probably would have been different. You probably have more respect for, you know, men and me, or people like, you know, and like, her father's not a bad dude. I met him. He wish he never like went to jail or whatever. He wish he was there for his daughter. He wish he, you know, and he's a family man. He's there for his other daughter and his wife, like, so, you know. So he's not a bad guy, but I can see where it's like, you've been in jail literally all my life, and I'm like now 13 or whatever, ready to wilding out, like, who the fuck are you, you know? So, I mean, I get it, you know.
Yeah.
13. But yeah, anyways, so at some point, people do need to break out of that, but I think it does become a point where if you're up to the task, being there for them does mean a lot. Like, this is like therapy, but you also gotta take some time for yourself. If you feel like you can't keep doing it, then that's when you love yourself enough to like, hey, there are a lot of things that are going on that I think you need to work on. You actually need to talk to somebody but it's like what we're going through is too much for me at this moment in time. And that's you being real and honest. And it may seem like, oh, you're turning your back on me, you're trying to betray me, you're giving up on me. And it's like, you're not giving up, but I'm hurting now. And this, between us, may eventually become toxic.
Yeah.
Between us. You know, and I would say it got like that. Like, this is me being open and honest about my relationship. It got like that between us. We weren't always bad.
Right.
And I'm telling you, the way how we broke up was so weird because it was like just a week before we were together. We went to the movies, had a good time, like lovey-dovey, like photos recorded, all that stuff. Posted on Instagram, whatever. And then just a week later, boom.
Everything changed.
Bomb exploded. Like, you know? But it was that very thing. We were ignoring things about each other, our needs or whatever it was. We were ignoring each other and not realizing that space was needed. And we needed to grow a little bit more, you know, beforehand, but we didn't do that.
So were you guys, how long were you guys together for?
We're together for 2 years. So we got 2.
2 years. Okay.
Yeah. We're literally together for like 2 years. Which is crazy, but I'm like, yeah, it's 2 years.
It flies by. Good thing. Flies by. Is that the longest relationship you've had?
Well, the longest relationship I had was with my daughter's mom. But this was the longest, like, healthiest relationship I ever had. Like, good relationship, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why it's like really? Like, is this where we're at? And some really serious shit went down between us that, you know, like I was saying before with God, is like, he's trying to tell us, like, hey, chill out, hey, take a break, hey, like, you know, I'm trying to let you know what's going on. And, you know, we weren't listening. Or at least I wasn't listening. I was so caught up in my feelings. And it caused, you know,
issues.
Yeah, it caused really big issues. So how they will ever get fixed, I have no idea. But, you know, I saw one of your people on here said that, like, he said something. It's you know, you're true of virtue or whatever. And he said that she'll be back. And everyone's told me that. Everyone's told me that she's gonna come back.
It's true.
You know. And she even told me something, like, we were broken up, but she told me something. We were talking, I don't know, we were, like, kind of still working our stuff out, but she was like, no one is going to love me the way that you do. No one's going to care about me the way that you do. Like, you're literally just one of a kind. No one's going to get up and go make me food or go do, like, no one's going to do those things for you. And I really have compared every person I've ever been with to you. Now, mind you, if she is dating someone we're talking to right now, obviously it's going to be night and day because we just had a big blowout. So it just seems like everything is it's super bad between us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to compare me to someone new, they look like God or look like, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm just over here looking like the moldy piece of bread, even though I wasn't moldy. You know, I'm probably a few days old, but I ain't moldy. But that's the perception.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it's okay. It's in 2 years.
Reality.
2 years. Wow, I need to be like you when I grow up. I think the longest relationship I've had, maybe. Yeah, I don't even know. Was it a year? No, it was like 9 months. It was less than a pregnancy. I think that's what it was. I mean, like, less than a pregnancy, but more than a period. I mean, in between those two. It's not that I can't be in a relationship or make it last, but like I said, this was, like, I guess when I was too emotional, too needy, I guess, you wouldn't know how to handle all that, because I would give, like, 110%, like, right off the bat, and it would be like, wait a minute, I just met you yesterday. I'm like, yeah, but I love you, and we're gonna get married, like, tomorrow. But they're like, but why? Like, because you're amazing. But as I got older, I guess, I don't know, they just didn't last. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe either I stopped caring, or I didn't give enough, or I gave too much, or I was too guyish, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. But I'm like, most guys that I've known or talked to, they don't. I thought they didn't like, the female all over the place. Like, I have feelings. They're there, I assume. I have a heart. I'm still breathing, allegedly. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a tricky slope for me. I know
this is gonna. I know it's gonna sound crazy because it's when I say this, but you kind of have to. Okay, someone should always be able to accept you 100%, which they should.
True.
But when you're getting to know somebody that you don't necessarily know all that well, you do want to give yourself in doses, but everyone's different. Because for me, I come right off the hop as myself, but I do pull back, certain things, and then over time I reveal them. Like I let you know, like, hey, like, because I have to see how you're gonna take it. Because if I just reveal everything to you right off the hop, you may have been ready if given more time. But you were just like, okay, hold on, and then now you're like,
nah.
Let me avoid that text real quick. And it's funny because I've been on the other end of it where someone's been. I'm like, okay, and it was. I was short. It was a situation. I was dating. You're like, there's the dating phase. People don't understand how to date. Like, you can date. You can talk to other people. You guys are just dating, getting to know each other. Like,
right, yeah.
Because you don't even know if you guys like each other or not.
True.
You think you guys like each other. Okay, she's cute, he's cute, or whatever. Oh, he's kind of funny, they're kind of funny. Okay, cool. But here's the thing. People just need to learn how to date, honestly.
They do. I need to, actually, too. I don't know how to date. I mean, like, what is dating? You just talk to somebody and then go home? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you talk to people, you have a good time, you build. Because the thing is, people want to date, jump into a relationship. What about date? Let's see if we could be friends first. Like, let's find out, like, I can still like you and things like that's the thing. You want to build that friendship. The thing is, I know I'm going to sound contradictory saying this, but in my relationship, with my ex, we kind of developed our friendship in our relationship because it's like we loved each other, but we would make up silly voices, do stuff. It was like we developed our friendship, and even when we weren't on the same term, I would still come by, do a silly voice or something or whatever, and then we'll go on from there. The thing is, when you're friends, you're able to tell each other anything, talk to each other about anything. There's zero judgment. You may have your feelings and your opinions, but it's like that's just me. But I still love you. I'm not gonna write you off because that's how you think. That's just me. I have a right to my opinion, just like you do.
Yeah.
So that's why developing that friendship is very important. Most people just date relationship, and that's the situation I dealt with before. I was in the dating phase, or whatever, and we kind of messed around a little bit. And in her head, she thought we were together, and I'm like, first of all, we only went on one date, fooled around or whatever, but
they fooled around, kind of.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, but it was like we're not together. We literally went on one date.
But you have relations. You have relations. You know how ladies get. That's like, oh my God, that's my man now because we have relations.
I don't know. I met some women who's savage. Okay, they don't give a damn. They're like, hey, this was fun. I'm glad I enjoyed myself. You enjoyed yourself. Like, you talking straight. But she was just like, because, and that's the other thing too, that it's like being a nice guy is a double-edged sword. Being like a good guy too. Because they think like, oh, well, he's a nice guy and he's talked about all these things. He's talked about how relationships go. But then, if we do something or whatever the case may be, it's like, well, why is he leaving? Like, and I have the right to feel like I don't really feel like this is us. Like, you're cool, but I only see us realistically being friends. And it's not like I need a smash to find out like if we could really be together. No. Like, I prefer talking to you, being your friend, getting cool with you, Mind you, that didn't happen with my previous relationship, but it wasn't like when we did anything, it wasn't like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this thing. No, we were just friends talking, chilling. We literally we probably talked on the phone for hours more than like anything else. Like, literally, I used to work for GetAround as a field tech, and I used to go pick up cars, take them where they gotta go. I used to unlock people's cars,
Yeah.
the batteries died on them. Monsters, But literally, I would have my little earpods or whatever Samsung pods I had in my earbuds, and then I would literally just be going from place to place, and we would just be on the phone. Sometimes it'd just be quiet, and she would just enjoy the fact that I was there.
Oh,
Like that's how it was. And we would talk about random stuff.
yeah.
She would literally still be on the phone with me. She'll get up, go to the store, go do stuff, and she'll tell me, "Oh, I'm picking up some stuff from the store." Or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, what are you the kids doing? Like, oh, we're doing this. Like,
Little things. It's the little
things.
things.
So we weren't. Yeah, I enjoy doing that. But
That's...
the previous girl, I'm like, I'm ready to get off the phone.
It's your face.
I'm so tired. And that was before we even slept together. So I was just like.
Was it because she was what? Like, not, like, was this a different energy?
It was a different energy. I just felt it.
With her?
I felt like she was trying to move too fast.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
next level, girl.
Chill. For a minute. Like, how do you know you even like me? How do you even know you know? I don't know. I may do something you don't like.
She knew instantly. As soon as she saw you.
She's just like, oh my God, she's such a great guy, good guy. And the thing is, women who dealt with a lot of like dudes who ain't shit for the longest time cling on to that really good one, and it's like you can run that really good one away.
That's not.
It's the same for men. It could go for men too. We dealt with a lot of females who've done us dirty, and then we find the good one, and we want to just hold on to them. It was like you're so great. Like, you're the one. I won't lie. I was in that position. I met this girl. Kid you not. I thought we were perfect. We talked about different things, had a lot of same morals, blah, blah, blah. But I was kind of overdoing it a little bit because she was so great. And I never pulled back. And she literally told me, like, straight up, like, look, you're too clingy. We don't really know each other like that. And it's like, you're really sweet, but it's just, you're just too much for me. And I was like, what? And then I had to take a moment to realize, like, you know what, I get it. I am doing too much.
But what's wrong with being clingy? It's just you just enjoy its levels. I never understood people get so like weirded out for like clingy or if you're like too emotional. Like, what is too emotional?
So that all comes back to that whole concept that I was telling you about of space. I'm telling you, I did not realize how much I thought I could just be around you 24/7, which I always felt like that was me. I could be around you all day, every day. You could be in the same room as me. I'm fine. I'm Gucci. We don't have to be cuddled up or whatever all the time or doing stuff. Just the fact that you're here, you're there, your presence, cool. But I didn't realize that because I was always involved in you, I was never involved in me.
That's true.
So things that I told you that I like to do, which is I like to draw, play video games, go to the gym, play basketball. I was so absorbed into her, I didn't do any of the things that I like to do.
Right.
I was always like, oh, hey, babe, like, what you want to eat? Or, oh, let me cook you something. Mind you, it all sounds great. Like, damn, you're the best man in the world. Sounds great.
But
it's like, in her mind, she's like, this is all great and stuff, but, like, when are you going to go hang out with your friends? Your friends literally just called you on the phone. We're not doing anything. Go out. She's literally had to tell me, like, go out. And I'm like, well, but, I don't really feel like going out. Like, I could probably get some work done,
Like, no, go. Be somewhere else. For a minute.
For a minute. Let me miss you. And I didn't understand that. And I didn't realize, so with all the space I have now I draw more. Now I play video games more. Now, I'm going to the gym. I'm working out more. I'm pouring more into myself. And that's where you just need balance in the relationship. It's just clingy. It's as bad as it sounds because it really is. Because people don't understand, like, damn, like, okay, I love you, but I need to breathe. And I didn't realize that.
What that meant.
I never realized that. I didn't realize that I was clingy like that until after
they tell you.
Yeah. And it's just like what? Like, what you mean I'm clingy? Like, what? And then, me being to myself and learning to be to myself, I was just like, oh, I was lost for a little bit, you know. Because I would see her always go hanging out with her friends, and I would always feel some type of way, like, why are you always going out? Like, you just went out yesterday. Why you got to go out today? Like,
today's a new day.
Like, you don't think I got plans for us or want us to hang out? Like, whatever. Maybe I just need you with me, but I'm not realizing that she's like, this is my me time. I need to get away from you for a moment.
For a bit. Just to regroup and refresh and be the best.
I'm going to come back home. Just let me.
Just a little bit of space.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we were to get back together right now, I'm like, I got it. Gucci. I'm going to the gym. I love you. I'm going to see you when I get back from the gym, or I'm about to go hang out with, you know, some friends of mine. Cool. Oh, I'm going to go play my video game, you know, chill out or whatever. And, you know, I'll come cuddle with you, whatever. Or if you need me, or if you want me to come right now, I'll come. You know, but I'm not going to be like, drop everything. I'll be like, well, give me a minute. Let me knock this out. Not unless you're really like, no, come.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like different. But if it's like, just let me finish this email real quick and I'll come over, you know, cool. So it's like, I know better now, you know. So
it's a balance. It's a crazy balance. And as well as communication too. It's how you say it. There's ways to say things, people, without making them feel bad for being programmed how they are. That's the key. Because when I would be told that I was like too clingy, too emotional, too whatever, I'd be like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? But it wouldn't be necessarily something wrong with me. It would just be I would tweak something to, you know, just to tweak a little bit of something, not like change drastically. And I would take things so personal with everything, not just with relationships. I had to realize that it really wasn't always about me. It was just they were trying to help in a way to kind of like better myself. But I guess at the time, all I saw was like, you're like pushing me away, or you're like shutting me down. And I was like, well, what did I do? I just want to be around you all the time. Oh my God. But now
and they didn't know how to really say it.
Right. And now I'm just like, oh, you don't want to spend time? I'm like, all right, cool. I got shit to do anyway. But not to be like a bitch. It's just like, okay, I'll see you when I see you. Because like, if we're dating, we're dating. We're not married. That's a whole other situation. And even when you're married, y'all don't be spending time with your spouses anyway. So I digress. but no, it's just it's a balance. And like I said, understand people's spaces and time and how they are. And I feel like I agree with the space thing, but not too much, because then it's just like you're not even dating, but like just here and there. So like you can have time to miss somebody. Especially if you're living with somebody, it's kind of hard to have space in a way, balancing it.
But if you're not living in a house where it's like you can go to a room, I can go to a room, or you can go to the living room, I can go somewhere. You know, that's you know, you don't have a lot of space. And for me, like the space that we have, you know, we were thugging it out over here in our little 1-bedroom apartment. The 1 bedroom I have is actually really big. Like, it's got a big living room. Yeah. It's got a big, like, you know, master, like 1 bedroom, whatever. And then like a medium-sized bathroom. So it's like pretty big. So we could set up space. You know, but the thing is, realistically, if you walk, you know, 10 feet that way, you're going to see me. Right. If I walk 10 feet the other way, I'm going to see you. You know, especially after we just got heated, you know, whatever the case may be. So, but if you know, you live in a house, I'm like, okay, well, I want to go to my room. Or I'm going to go in the living room, I'm going to watch TV, or I'm going to go, you know, to my work studio room or whatever, and then just there. Yeah. So when you see me, you see me. If you want to come, come, and I'll see you if I see you. But we're going to chill out. And honestly, right now, all that's happening right now is space. And I'm like, for me, I'm kind of over the space. I'm like, okay, I don't know, like I told you, I evolved very quickly. I'm like, all right, I get it.
It's like, come back.
You know, but you can't rush someone else's process. Like I said, it's all in God's timing. You know.
That's true.
So.
True. The right
thing. Gotta wait.
You just gotta wait. Unfortunately, waiting sucks. I'm so impatient, but I commend you for the right thing. Waiting for the right thing will happen. You know, you can't force somebody to be with you, but if they want to be with you, they will show you they want to be with you. Versus just like you're just here just because. I feel like that's like the wrong way to go about things. If you're just with somebody just to either A, just to have a companion, or B, just to, you know, not be alone, you know, for the right reason.
Exactly. And here's my secret weapon. I know everything's going to work out. You want to know why everything's going to work out? Because my daughter daughter really calls, you know, her kids like brother and sister, like those, like that's her family. Like my daughter's the only child. She got connected with them, and they got connected with her, like call her their sister. And you know, I'm like, look, I know you never stay together for the kids, but there's no way this is gonna be normal for them. Like, yeah, you may date somebody else or whatever, but this is something she told me. She said, I never introduced anyone that I was dating. I never introduced them to my kids. You were the first one that I introduced and trusted you with my kids.
That's
and I have taken care of those kids, loved them, did everything when they were sick, whatever, been there for them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you can date whomever you want. There's no way in hell you're gonna. There's no way in hell you're gonna be able to introduce them to him. And even if you do, they're gonna be like, "That's not Tony." The hell? I don't care. I don't know who that child is. Even if he does have a child, whatever the case may be. But I'm like, it's a very weird dynamic. And then I just feel like as a parent, it's like you're gonna take them from one situation
to the next,
and then put them in another. And it's like they already understand that you and their father aren't together. You know, they understand. Like, okay, they get that. You know, they see their dad when they see him or whatever. You know, but when you're introduced to other people's lives and that you actually spend quality time, there's love and things are built. Like right now, she's probably sitting on the tablet, like FaceTime, calling them and playing their little games that they do.
That's so cute.
You know, so that's why I'm just like that right there is going to that's my secret weapon. If that don't work, then I'm like, something wrong with you. You must not care.
No, it's gonna work. I believe it's gonna work.
You know, it's just gonna take.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna take some time, but it's like, so right now, if she is dating someone or whatever, whether she is or not, it's none of my business. You know. But if she is, I'm like, cool. But just know that kids are, like, I really think about this situation. So you're gonna date him, but he's never gonna meet your kids. But because they got a dad, so they're always gonna be like, that's not gonna work.
This is not gonna work.
And not only that, like, you still got like hella clothes and everything here. I know you took a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm like, the kids still got clothes over here, so the kids ever came over, if she ever wants to stay the night for whatever reason, the kids still have clothes here. She still has clothes here, like legit clothes, like underwear, socks, the whole nine. I got clothes I need to wash, and then once I go wash them, they're gonna have more clothes. Like, so. Just saying. Not only that, I gave you. No, I didn't give her an engagement ring, but I gave her a very expensive promise ring, or whatever.
That's
and she still wears it. Still wears it. I'm sorry. If you hate me that much, there's no reason for you to still wear it. Not unless you're just some stone cold solid ass bitch and you're just like, I'm gathering all the infinity stones. Like, I got all the rings from all my past relationships. But I'm like, I'm the only one to ever actually
give her that. That was sweet. It's like a promise ring / engagement ring. Is that what it is? Or a promise ring to an engagement ring?
Yeah, promise ring to an engagement. Because the way how it looks like a regular engagement ring, and it was made out of some type of stone. Oh man, it's slipping my brain right now. It's not morganite. It was something. I forgot. It's some yellow stone it was made out of. And her favorite color is yellow. You know. Speaking. It's funny because this was the hoodie I bought her for. You know, I had it made or whatever, and I'm like,
that's the one
I want you to wear. Yeah.
So how many colors does your merch come in?
So they come in different colors. So this right here is from the High Life collection. So everything in the High Life collection is more brighter, upbeat colors. You know, just I was playing on this concept with two different collections. So there's High Life and Low Life. So, you know, this collection you're probably gonna see brighter, more popular colors for extroverted individuals.
Okay. I see.
Okay. You know, people that are life of the party are out there, and, you know, they just, you know, want more things out of life. Not saying anyone is introverted doesn't, but I feel like introverted individuals are more focused. So the colors with low life, they're more muted colors. So you're probably looking at like a dull blue, black, obviously. You know. But for both of them, it's funny. They play off of each other. But I, made sure to put in there, don't be surprised if you see, a little bit of like, if you see black or a darker color, on the highlight side, and don't be surprised if you see a brighter color on the other side. It's like they're literally yin and yang of each other. And then outside of that, I have the regular Samurai Designs or SDZ. Thank you.
Like that.
So with Samurai Designs, so the way how we put this is connected to the Creative Youth Program. Every purchase of anything with the SDZ logo on it, a portion of those proceeds goes to our Creative Youth Program.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yes. And the way how it works is that we go out and we'll purchase, pretty much it's money, it's like a fund set aside to pretty much establish whether we want to create a center, whether we want to reach out to certain, creative, individuals, whether they be music, whether it be art, video games, whatever it may be. We go purchase those items for them. There's I don't know if I talked about it last time. I'm pretty sure I did. No, I didn't. I grew up not having all the art supplies that I ever needed. I didn't, my mom didn't have the money to go, do things. She used to take Xerox paper from her job and pens, pencils, whatever she had, so I can draw on that instead of drawing on my homework, when I was growing up. And it sucked. Like I said, I think I said this before. Yeah, some of the first programs to ever get cut are all the creative programs.
Yeah, always.
And don't get me wrong, I played football, basketball, I played sports, but that's not something I wanted to do. I wanted to do art. I wanted to draw. That was me. And I feel like if I'm able to give a child an opportunity, get them a computer, get them a soundboard, or get them a tablet, an iPad, get them set up so that they can start creating, on their own. And that was the main concept, that I started going with Samurai Designs is just, we're here to give back.
That's great.
We're going to give back to those who can.
I like that. So is it just, because I browsed through, real quick before the first show, your website. So is it just hats and hoodies, or is it also like shirts and pants and things as well too?
Yeah, so we got hats, hoodies, backpacks, fanny packs.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I actually have a box here full of stuff, full of goodies. So there's another hat, some distressed hats. So we have hats, and then we got snapback hats.
I like the hats.
Excuse me for a moment. Just veer off camera for a quick second. I'm wearing pants. Full disclaimer, I'm wearing pants. Most people do these Zoom calls and I have no pants on. So this is so the hat goes with the hoodie. So you have the high left hat, and then we have the low left hat right there.
Oh, I like that one.
And I guess I won't open these all the way, but I got really soft material.
Oh.
Shirts and things of that nature. Like nothing is hard. All the quality, lasts forever. So some of them. Where's the fanny pack at? Oh, and other accessories, phone cases.
Ooh.
Like that. Yeah.
Does it come in black?
Yes, it can
Okay.
come in black. Actually, the case that we have on there is the biodegradable case.
Oh, okay.
That's on there, and it comes in black. And it's made out of all recyclable materials. And here is fanny pack as well. All soft, sturdy material, everything made. So, so anything with the SDZ logo on it, all those proceeds go,
That's great.
to the creative youth. So,
And what's the size you go up to?
The biggest size, as long as my vendors have it, in shirts and hoodies is, I think, quadruple XL or 4XL.
Okay, good.
So that's like the highest like it goes, and then trying to get the other stuff is
Oh, the highest size. Okay.
yeah. And they're always like the higher sizes, like 6X and above. Like it's so hard to get them.
They don't make it available for people who are not too thick. So trust me, I know. But I just prefer like bigger hoodies and bigger shirts. Like I'm not like huge, but I don't like tight clothes. I like the overly sized, boyfriend hoodie type thing because it's comfortable. Who was gonna be all tight and it's a t-shirt? I don't need to be like this, but cool. Because it's hard for me to find like the bigger hoodies and bigger sizes. Like not that I'm like 500 pounds, but it's nice to be comfortable. Nothing wrong with if you are 100 pounds. Let me rephrase that. But I'm not. So I'm just saying I have to be comfortable. Especially because I'm tall. So everything kind of stops like at a normal person's like belly button. And for me it just goes a little bit lower. So I'm like, well.
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with that at all, honestly. I mean, I'm not super tall. I'm only 5'9", so I'm just
That's
really
average height. I'm only
6'. Look, I'm telling you, 5'9" feels short because my brother is taller than me. He's like 5'11", and he's like, it's like, yeah, we're kind of close in height, and I'm like, yeah, but you're still taller than me, like noticeably. It's being 5'9" is the weirdest height ever. Maybe 5'10". I feel like I just needed just a little bit more extension on my legs. Like my torso is longer than my legs. It's weird. And then so then my sister, she's 5'9" too. But the thing is, she looks kind of taller because her torso is shorter, but her legs are longer.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit.
It's not that bad. It's average height.
But if I put on shoes, like yeah, then I'm a little bit taller. I'm like 5'9.5" or 5'10", depending on the shoe. If it's like thicker or not. If I put on my boots, then I'm like 5'10".
Well, see, that's still, I could never find any guy who was below 5'9". It was hard to date and talk to anybody because I'm 5'11" or 6 feet. So everybody I talked to was like 5'8", 5'9". I don't discriminate against shorter people, but like, it's like I never met a tall person outside of my family side. I was like, where are y'all? Unless y'all just all play basketball. But I'm like, but I didn't mind. It was just a little bit uncomfortable having to like bend down and trying to hold hands, and it's like it looks like that. But it's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm one of those people who be like, I like the inside. It sounds cheesy, I know, but like personality for me over beauty, because there could be some like fine men who are horrible on the inside. But you can't be looking like a goat and then we're not talking. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, this is just human nature. This is animal nature too. We go for the looks.
Allegedly.
You go for the looks. For the most part. But the thing is that your looks will only take you so far. I've met some fine ass girls. They got terrible personalities, terrible attitudes. I'm like, okay, cool, nice, cool.
Yeah.
And I've met some girls that ain't all that great on the spectrum. Great to somebody, but probably not to me.
Oh boy.
But they got horrible attitudes as well. So I'm like,
it doesn't work either way.
I'm like, it don't work. But sometimes you just get lucky, or you find somebody that you find attractive. I'm gonna put that out there too. I've been saying that a lot for a long time.
That's true.
I said that you find attractive, and then and then has a good personality.
Yeah.
Because there's some people I've seen, and I'm like, you're with him, but they love each other. Like it works.
That natural love, that blind love.
Natural love. Man, I saw a girl that was a bombshell, and I met her boyfriend. I was like, okay, excuse me. And I was like, and I said, I was like, oh, is that your boyfriend? And I didn't mean it in any way, but she was like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. I was like, what? I was like, whoa, what's the hostility for? She's like, well, so many people say stuff. And I was like, I wasn't saying anything. I just didn't know if that was your friend or your boyfriend because it was only you two. I didn't see a group of you. And she's like, oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, that's my boyfriend. I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
That hesitates.
Yeah. But it was the fact that she was just so ready to defend him because of how many comments he gets.
Yeah.
You know. But I was just asking you, I was like, oh, that's your boyfriend? You know. I already judged him up and down way from the moment I saw him.
Don't
not judged him, but I already looked at him up and down. But it was just like, I was like, okay, well, I mean, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But he treated her so well, loved her so well. It was so nice. I even got to talk to him. We shook hands. We talked about a bunch of stuff, like movies we like. And I was like, so, yeah. I mean, I was like, yeah, like I said, if it works for you, that's you. That's what you're attracted to. Okay?
I mean, but sometimes they be looking like, I don't know what happened, but it's okay. Like you said earlier, it's always somebody
Love is
for somebody. There's always somebody for somebody. But half the time I'll be wondering, like, bro, like, what bet did you lose to get here? Like, I need to know. I'm like, unless this is like you generally just enjoy the company, or you have that teddy bear phase, or you know, but like if y'all just look like
syndrome.
whatever, and y'all love each other, y'all look like baby's kids, and okay, that's on you. But I'm like, okay, I can't judge. I can't
to
judge.
each his own. To each his own.
Because I've dated some wise, so I can't judge. You know, so.
I mean, I had to. You know, I got a couple. I was like,
couple questions.
Someone's like, why? And I'm like,
I don't know.
I really don't know.
That's the answer. I don't know. Why are you with them? I don't know. You like them? Sure. You know.
I think I was lonely. I don't know. Needed companionship so bad.
That's the thing. And then I always feel bad because I'm like, I don't even like you, but I just like your presence. And I barely like that. And I feel like a jerk. So I'm like, I'll just see you later. But I would be friends with everybody. I don't mind being friends with you because I'll be damned if you come back to the school and start shooting it up. I don't be the one that gets out. I'm sorry. I can't. That sounds so bad for the other people. But I'm like, because I know what it's like to be like the outcast and be taller and shy and not have a lot of friends. So like the one that they call weird or, you know, nerdy or different. I'm like, okay, y'all do that. But I'm going to be his best friend. So when he comes back at like 17, I ain't going to be in that lunchroom with y'all. I'm sorry.
He gonna be like,
like, remember that day back in kindergarten when you said I could go, right? Remember that day? So yeah, no. But and on top of that, all jokes aside, it's I'm not that type of person like to bully somebody or not talk to them or sit at lunch table because they like, you know, science. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. Like, he's not weird. You just don't understand him or her. That doesn't make them weird. It makes them just different and, you know, whatever. So that's kind of how I looked at it. I mean, that too, playing in the back of my head, like, don't shoot this school up with me in it, but more so just, like, give that person a chance. Now, if they start, like, eating glue and, like, blowing up rabbits, and that's a whole nother thing, but, like, it could be a really cool person.
Yeah.
You don't know till you know. You get to know them, but, like, if they, like, take you to their basement and then y'all play, like, some weird seance game, then I don't know about that. He might gotta go. But until that happens, give the person a chance.
So, like, I'm out. Hey.
Mm-hmm. But I agree with the girls getting a little bit protective because for some reason whenever a guy asks a girl, is that your boyfriend, the first thing we do is like, yes, so what? So like, all I was just asking was a question. I guess girls always think that you're trying to talk to them, but they're not even checking for you. They're just generally just asking a question, and I was like that too, so I understand.
You're saying, coming from my man, I'm coming for your neck.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think not that this conversation was better than part one, but I think this elevated part one. If I can find it, that would be cool, but I kind of like how this conversation went too. That really was a dub. I was really upset. I'm like, the whole thing was gone. I'm like, all right. That's a sign from God.
Yeah, right? I mean, I think that, you know, this one worked well. I mean, honestly, you know, I think some kinks kind of got worked out or whatever, but I feel like, you know, this was like pretty cool, and we, you know, covered the bases, you know, a little bit quicker. I mean, I did help having my memory. I knocked out a lot of the previous, you know, answer in between or, you know, sidetracking. But I mean, for the most part, all, you know, whatever question that you have, for the most part. I mean, it's pretty much got answered. And
Yeah, I think you did answer them better than I did. So here you go.
okay, I don't feel like I answered too many. I don't feel like I asked too many. I have that problem. I love being asked questions, but it's hard for me to ask people questions if I didn't write them down. I'm like,
yeah, the same here.
What's your favorite color?
I was actually gonna ask that, but I'm like, let me not do that. Let me not do that. But no,
I mean that's fine. I can give you my favorite color setup. I mean, I don't have a problem with generic questions.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite food. So favorite color is red, and
Okay.
my favorite color combo is red and black.
Okay.
So that's it's very true. When I say red and black is my favorite color combo, I have.
Oh, okay. Start with the sneakers. Wow.
Red and black.
I can't. No. No. If you pull out another one, I can't. Oh, okay. Okay. At least that's a hat. I'll take it. I'll take it.
My little box cutter thing is red and black. So, yeah, it's
a dedication.
Red covers on it.
Really? Okay.
My video game controllers are red and black.
I'm done. I can't.
You have no
It's a
idea
dedication. It's definitely a dedication, I see.
It's a rebellious thing. It's the history behind red and black is that color is a rebellious color, against all other facets.
Yeah, I just like
color theory.
This is true. Actually, my favorite color is lilac of all colors. I like that color. Don't know why, but I love black. But like my favorite color, favorite flower, or whatever, is lilac. It's pretty. That's it.
It's my mother's favorite color.
Lilac. Yeah, my mom's like, why can't you just say purple like a regular person? Like, because I don't like purple. I like lilac. So whatever. I mean, purple is a royal color, but I like lilac because it's a little bit on the lighter, softer side, for my personality. But black is usually everything I wear anyway. Not today, but normally I'm just wearing all black. So just easy.
I know people say black is a color. I'm like, black's not really a color. Black is the absence of light, which is, there's no color. The only way you get color is because of light. And then the only way you get three-dimensional forms is by combining light and dark.
Thank you for ruining my life. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Wait. I'm just saying. Black. It's the void of light. Just think about it. If the world was black and everything was black, does anything truly exist?
No. This is a question. I'm not good at tests. So I'm just gonna say no. Option C.
It's like one of those questions. Like if a tree falls in the middle of the forest and no one's around, does it still make a sound?
I hate those questions. I hated those questions. Or if you're traveling this far this time, what time oh my God. I despise those questions so much.
Well, the answer to the tree question is yes, it still makes a sound, obviously. The answer to if everything in the world is darkness, does anything truly exist? Or do objects actually exist? And the answer is
oh, yes, I got that right. Option C. Okay. Always go with C in multiple choice. That's it.
Because you don't exist without light. I don't know what you look like.
Okay. Well, still, black is still everything, and lilac is still the little light that shines through-ish. A teeny bit. If I want to be nice for a day. So, yeah. But I feel like I should have asked more questions, but I wanted to the conversation to kind of just flow and be organic. And normally it's just me on here, so it was nice to not talk the whole time. Especially if I had to talk for 2 hours, it would have been a devil. I would have been highly upset if that whole video got deleted and it was just me. So, yeah.
No, it's okay. I mean, honestly, you can always, whatever questions you may have, I'm always open to them for the most part. I don't mind them. I literally can ask. I'm an open book. I can answer questions for days, And I love your approach. It was very organic. There's nothing wrong with, having, doing podcasts this way. I watch plenty of podcasts, and one of them that I watch is The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And, I watch it often, and they do ask questions, but they do have a lot of where it's just organic. They're just talking about different things, and they go from one subject to the next. And then every now and then they'll pop in another question, but for the most part, I just love that organic feeling, because if this was like a regular interview and then now you're just asking questions,
Right.
Let me give you the best answer, blah, 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 and I'll try and throw in a bit of personality, but I know the next question is coming because you got a time set. You're trying to get through all these, asking everything that you want to ask, and keep it pushing,
Yeah.
Which one day I may wind up having an interview, and I'll look forward to that interview session and go on from there. But I love this organic, podcast stuff.
It flows. Yeah, I like that. It flows a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
we talk about a lot of real stuff, Just
In
imagine
part
if you just ask me about my business, I'm like, well, I could wrap that up in about 5 minutes, talk about it. You want to know how I design? Yeah, I hire people sometimes to do work for me, or whatever.
So is it
more natural, better.
Is it an actual business store, or is it just online as well?
All online. So I don't have any brick and mortar physical places. I didn't want to do overhead. I wanted to be able to do everything, separate. I know you can probably hear the music. Hold on.
It's okay.
Mia, turn it down or go back in your room, please.
She's like, I'm ready for you to spend time with me. Get off the phone.
Okay, thank you, baby. Love you. You can turn it back up when Daddy's done, okay? So everything that I do just, has zero overhead, and anybody that I do have working for me, etc., they're literally working from home. It's remote. Okay. I wanted to avoid people having to come into an office. I wanted to avoid all that. You deal with less issues. If I don't have to physically go in somewhere, like a retail space, if it's I'm working on my computer, I have to answer phones, I should not have to come to work to just sit down and be on a computer or be on the phone. I should be able to do that from home.
That's true.
Without any issues. And the thing is, you run into less work from sexual harassment or people being harassed in general. You avoid that. And if everyone's on a messaging platform like Slack or something like that, you're less likely to have any issues. Everyone's messaging back and forth. We can see all the messages. There is no private DMs. You can probably message someone personally, but whoever your boss is can see all your DMs.
True.
You know what I mean? So, it's just, there's no issues that way. I don't know, I just like it better.
You like it better. Yeah. I can tell.
I'd rather work from home. Be comfortable, and I feel like you're more productive if you work from home.
Yeah.
First of all, you can be comfortable. Number two, just think about how many times you've been at a job and you didn't realize there's nothing for you to do. So what else am I freaking thumbs? Yeah, and then you could probably take that time to exercise at home. You can, if you're gardening or whatever the case may be, and most times you can probably have all that software connected to your phone, so you can take your phone with you everywhere you need to go. Now, unless you need to be on the phone or whatever, then fine, you need to be by your desk. Like my mom, she works from home. When the whole pandemic thing started going, and then they told her, okay, you guys are gonna work from home. They gave her a work computer, gave her a work phone, and my mom gardens, and she's half the time she doesn't have to do anything.
Time for herself to do her own thing.
Yeah, do her own thing. So it's the same for me. I exercise. I do other stuff. I have nothing to do.
Simple. The balance, as you mentioned before, the balance.
Exactly. I see a couple more. My friend. Oh, there you go. No love right there. That's my friend Terrell, business partner. He just hopped on the live.
Oh, I definitely will. Love to check that out. I think more people came too, but it was on the fritz from part one. So
his stuff is going to be loaded up onto Samurai Design shortly, where he does 3D printing.
Oh.
So he 3D prints and paints everything they does is custom.
That's cool.
Yeah, so he's working on some jewelry at this moment in time.
Oh.
And we got jewelry boxes to go with it. If you go on our website, we only got one jewelry box called the Asgardian Jewelry Box, which is based on this design. But, you know, we're working on a bunch of different things all the time. Mm-hmm.
Always working. That's the thing.
Always working. Stay always working, honestly. So yeah, that's saying there's always something going on in Samurai Designs. Honestly, and we're just always trying to grow even more and more and more.
So anything new we have to look forward to coming out?
Anything new to look forward to? Yes, we're going to just be having more jewelry. So we also So not only am I partnered with my friend here, but we also have a third partner who does real estate as well, and she also makes jewelry, but she makes holistic healing jewelry by hand. Most of her jewelry is like 14 karat gold, and that's going to be on the website as well. So that's coming soon.
Okay, look out for that.
Yeah, look out for that. And if you do want to learn how to get into the crypto space, you want to learn more, we do have a website, and this is our conglomerate website, which is called 𝘬𝗏𝐴circle.com. And on this website, when you go there, you can have an appointment or a consultation with my friend Terrell, and he's going to teach you everything that you need to know about the crypto space, what it is, how to get into it, where to invest, and go on from there.
Okay. Yeah, send that to me, that website. So I'll put that in the description when I post this. Yeah. That definitely sounds interesting.
Most certainly. And if you want to learn about real estate or how to get into it and things of that nature, that's where our other partner comes in. Brianna comes in, and she'll be able to assist you with, what's real estate, how to get into it, where to start, what you need. Yeah. She does a 1-hour consultation.
Okay.
And then for me, I do business consulting and graphic design work. I look at different aspects of your business, see what it is that you need help with. I'll ask you a bunch of questions, and then my job is to help guide you in the right direction so that you can execute and make your dreams become reality. Yeah. So yeah, that's the biggest, that's the newest, biggest thing that we have.
Okay. Yeah. Look forward to all that.
Most certainly.
That sounds cool. Well, I'm glad you're staying busy, especially during this whole crazy time. Now things are lifted and somewhat going back to normal, but always staying busy. So
just trying to find more ways to keep helping people during this time. And being busy is how you stay paid. Honestly.
True. It's actually the best way to put it, to be honest. Oh goodness. Well,
what's going on?
Unless I have something else to say, which I probably will remember once we're done, because that's usually how it goes. I think that's about it. Since this was like a two-part episode, so allegedly, if it didn't cut off, this would have been like a 3-hour episode, which would have been kind of cool. But it dumped it down to like an hour and some change. So I think people's tolerance level and attention spans can only take an hour, especially with me talking. So.
No, I think it's okay. Honestly, like I said, I love podcast styles. To be honest, most podcasts I listen to are about 1.5 hours, maybe 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just throw them on in the background. I legit listen, and I'll be laughing at stuff. I'm like, that's funny. So I don't mind listening to podcasts. Sometimes I hate when it's over. I'm like, dang, that's it?
That's it.
I didn't have more. Yeah, I didn't have more to give. Maybe that's just me. Telling me it's about to die.
See? Okay, so you listen to it. You listen to it and go, unlike what I did, and get 2 alerts and it just shuts off. Because I'm not losing this episode. So, but I do appreciate you coming on, and we getting to chat and talk about different things. So I think that was pretty cool. So I appreciate that. Before you go, just say one more time, where to find you and your website, things like that. And I'll put that also in the description as well, to your IG and stuff.
Yeah, most certainly. So you can find me. You can find my business, or me and my partner's business, at Samurai Designs. So that's SAMURAIDESIGNZ. You can also find us on Twitter as well on Samurai_Designs. Someone took our whole name, so that's why you gotta put an underscore in between. I don't know, some random guy named Tim. Who's not doing anything with it. And you can also find our consulting / just overall conglomerate company, which you can learn about investing in cryptocurrency, investing in real estate, or investing within yourself. That's going to be at newwavecircle.com. Literally as it sounds, newwavecircle.com.
Well, that's dope. Exciting stuff. Exciting. But I appreciate
and let me put this out there. The last thing I got to put out there. We are having a free giveaway. So we're giving away merch to 3 lucky winners. Okay, at first it was 1, but I just changed it to 3. So if anyone hates me, oh well. It is what it is. So blame it on me. I'm taking full responsibility as the CEO here. But, or I might just leave it at 1. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Anyways, long story short, you want to go to samuraidesigns.com, look up for all the rules. One of the main things you want to do is sign up on our website, get free $20 off anything you want to purchase, even if it's like a $5 item. Use $20. You just got shipping and everything free. It's on us. So go sign up, and that's a part of the promo. Just do it, and I think the promo ends next month on the 14th or the 15th, and we'll be choosing 1 or 3 lucky winners, however you want to put it, and it's most likely just going to be 1. And they're going to get some free merch of their choosing. Out of the options we've shown, they're going to get free merch, so feel free to go check it out.
That sounds great. I should probably go check that out. See if I can win something for free. Cause I ain't got no money. But yeah. So.
Hey, look, you get not only you get free money, you get a free entry into the prize, and then you can probably win free merch. So feel free and spread the love, honestly.
A win-win. And all the proceeds go to a great cause, so I do like that too. So that's a pretty good.
Most certainly. Exactly. The Creative Youth Program.
Creative Youth Program. Well, I appreciate your time /afternoon/early evening. Well, for me. But
okay.
I appreciate it though.
Same here. I'm glad to be on. I'm glad I was, be a part of this. I'm glad that you considered me to do this. When you hit me up, I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is my second like podcast interview thing. So thank you, honestly. Thank you, Lana.
Of course, you're welcome. I hope it wasn't too random. You probably like, who was this girl? But I was like, let me try something new and be like, hey, you want to do this versus stalk you later and then mention it. I'm like, here you go. So
right. Oh, this is perfect.
But thank you. But I do hope you have a great rest of your afternoon. I keep forgetting you're a couple hours behind, but it's here. It's like, you know what time it is here, but it's still early evening. But it doesn't feel like a Sunday, but it is. So
I thought today was Saturday. I'm not gonna lie.
Never mind. Never mind. But yes, I appreciate it. Thanks, Tony. I do. And hope I can have you on again, for part 3. I can't even say part 2, so part 3. So.
Yeah, most certainly. I'm always down. Just like, hey, I want to bring you in on, new set. All right, cool. I'm all down. As long as our schedules line up, we're all good. We can make it happen.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, okay?
Okay, we'll do. You as well.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye. Let's see. I know. Okay, so that worked. All right, so we had a little hiccup with my phone dying and losing the first part, but it's okay. We recuperated and made part 2. Which I think was pretty dope and came out pretty well. But yeah, guys, that's about it. I'm going to wrap this up. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Snapchat, Apple, Spotify, Anchor, Atlanta and Pure for more episodes of Pure Sessions. And have a great, great, blessed Sunday. And do something today that you didn't do the day before. And enjoy your Sunday. Peace.